Hello, everyone. Good evening. How is everyone tonight? Happy Wednesday. Well, I want to say hi to a couple of people who have their cameras on. JT, hello. Karen, Cynthia, we got Omar, Dan Rojas. I got to say, Dan yesterday came to my house and he brought the only, I call them brownies because they look like little mini brownies made out of Protein F. If you want to eat good little sweets, you gotta speak to Dan. Well, guys, I'm so excited to be here. I want to apologize if the countdown was a little bit slow. I'm having a little bit of technical difficulty, so if you guys see me a little slow, I will turn off my camera. But I'm not the one that's talking tonight, so it's okay. But I see the chat is lit. What am I missing? What am I missing here? We got Jersey, we got South Florida. Let's see who else is on here. Put down in the chat where you are watching us from. Put in the chat. I want to see where we have people connected from. I'm from Florida. Let's see. We got Jersey. Who else? Who else wants to represent where they're from? Put it in the chat. Homestead, Florida. Who else? I know we have people here maybe from Singapore. Wow. Singapore. What time is it in Singapore? If I may ask, Lord, wow. We got Georgia, Orange, California. Look at that, guys. We're everywhere in the United States. I know, Singapore, it blew my mind. That's so you guys can see that this opportunity is everywhere in the world. So we got New York, 9:08 in the morning in Singapore, and it's 9:08 p.m. over here in the United States. We're about to go to sleep, and Faye just woke up. That's how the beauty of this, right? While we sleep, we make money because somebody else is awake. So anyway, guys, I want to welcome everyone tonight to our Zoom, our weekly Zooms. Thank you for being here tonight. Tonight, as always, is a privilege for me to be on here. And the person that's going to speak today, she knows I love her. I love her, her mom, her husband, her dad, everybody in her family I love, even if I don't know them. But she's a beautiful person inside and out. What you see is what you get. Whenever I need to speak to somebody and open myself, she's the one I go to. She has to hear my rambling. She's the one that hears everything, because I trust her so much. So I want to go ahead and leave with you guys the most beautiful person that I know, all the way from South Florida, Cynthia Salazar. Villanueva has to go. I'm defending Elias. I'm defending Elias. I got to represent. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you so much for this, Jennifer. I really appreciate it. You know, I love you, and you are one of my inspirations and closest people that I can talk to. So thank you for being with me in my hardest moments. And I send you tons and tons of love. Y'all, she is actually like the head honcho here. She is the organizer. She is, you know, our boss, even though we don't have a boss. So we are very happy to have you here with us, Jennifer. And hello, everyone. So hello to everyone in Singapore, everyone in the United States, everyone outside of the United States, okay, all around the world. This is a global business. So yes, my name is, officially Cynthia Villanueva. You can call me Cindy Villanueva. My married name is Salazar. I have not changed my last name, but that's another story for another day, and we will talk about that later. Anyway, tonight, this is what I want to do. I want to give you some information. So this is the era of information. There's a lot going on in the world, on the internet. You know, I'm pretty sure all of us here have some sort of internet connection, because here we are. And there's just a lot of information floating around. And especially nowadays, after, you know, post-pandemic, there's a lot of information and a lot of people looking for ways to earn income. Okay. So yes, there are ways to earn little bits of money here and there. I know people who are teachers. I'm a former teacher. I'm an anthropologist, actually. I went to University of Texas in Austin and graduated as an anthropologist. And then I was recruited by Teach for America, which is a program, a part of AmeriCorps here in the United States, that recruits recent graduates from universities and puts them in areas of low socioeconomic status so that we can help those kids get to college. That was the whole thing, like become a teacher in one of these schools and help these kids graduate so they can go to a 4-year university. So I taught at a charter school. I taught high school. So from, I think I had 8th grade through 12th grade, and I taught Spanish at all levels. So I taught them intro to Spanish all the way to Spanish literature, where we examined like everything examined in an English class, but in Spanish with like texts from 800 years ago. So that was a lot of fun. And that was okay, but that wasn't what I wanted to do. I liked teaching, but it wasn't my calling. There are people who would do it for free. I will partially do that for free now because I don't have to depend on that income. So I quit that job a couple of years ago. But the main reason why it wasn't for me was because, first of all, it didn't align with what I wanted out of my life. Okay. And the income was not enough. The income just was enough. It was okay for a single person, but my friends who were getting married had to look for other jobs. And I thought that that was wild. And that was in the era before now where, like, you have Uber, you have Amazon, you have all these different programs nowadays to help you earn bits of cash here and there, like side hustles, the gig economy. That didn't exist back in 2014. So back then I was just looking for ways to earn money while like creating the life I wanted, which was traveling, because I've lived in different places and I wanted to keep traveling. I wanted to create my own agenda. So teaching didn't align with that. And then the worst part was that the administration was awful. Every single year, there was a 50% turnover. In a school, to have 50% turnover is bad. Okay, you have brand new teachers every single year. You know what a first year teacher is? They're not that good. So what were the kids getting? Instead of servicing them, we're setting them back. I mean, we're working extra hard, but we weren't giving them what they needed because we didn't have any experience. So the administration was really tough on us. I personally was not a favorite of the administration, but they loved to give me extra jobs. I had to carry different people's jobs. So that wasn't fair. I was working like day and night. I didn't go on vacation ever. I didn't have sick days. I never fell ill because I just couldn't. I subbed for a lot of my friends, for a lot of teacher friends I had. I was in charge not only of different levels of Spanish classes in my high school and the school I taught, but I also created curriculum for the entire district, of those schools, of those charter schools. And I was also a men's volleyball coach. And I was also in charge of culture creation for the students, which meant I had to convince them to want to come to school. And it was just a lot of work, not aligned with what I wanted to do in life. I loved the kids, didn't love the administration. The pay was bad. I had $1,000 stipend for the 6 months of work before taxes. That was nothing. That was a slap in the face. Okay. So if you're a teacher, I admire you. Okay. You must do it out of love. All right. But it wasn't what I wanted to do. So my mom was highly successful in a different business model. I just knew she was in business and very successful. And I saw that my brothers had joined her years ago. And I remember it was one Sunday. And I remember that I had the Sunday scaries, because that's what we have in the United States. We get the Sunday scaries. We start freaking out. Sunday at 6:00 p.m., people who work on Monday start freaking out, especially if on Monday you have to deliver something, like you have to teach, you have to do whatever it is you do, you get the Sunday scaries. I still see people posting about that on my Instagram. I'm like, thank the Lord, I don't need to have the Sunday scaries anymore. Because I looked at my mom and I said, I don't know what you do. I don't get it. I just know that it works and that you have the life I want to live. So teach me. Oh, teach me so that I can do something like that. So I can take control of my life. I felt like it was slipping away. I was only 25 years old at the moment. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something different, because I don't see myself here for 40 years. Now, that might not be your case. Maybe you're super happy where you are, but you think, maybe I can have some extra income for a vacation, to pay my car, or just I want to diversify. And I think it's a very good idea that you hear. So right now, I'm going to present you some information, not only on how you can generate some extra income, if it's small income, like maybe your insurance payment. If you're in the United States, prices are going up, okay? I have property taxes coming up. I just paid for the insurance for the year. And guess what? All those prices went up. Maybe, that's your case and you want to cover that gap that you're not, that's outside of your income range right now. So I think this opportunity that I'm going to present to you, this information, if you take anything from tonight, it's the information I'm going to present to you. Whatever you decide is up to you. If it's a good fit for you, that's great. And we're here to help. And I'm going to share a PowerPoint now. Let me see. And I hope that you take this, you have some sort of value coming out of this presentation. It's going to be quick. It's going to be to the point. I really just want to show you an option that is not only just to earn money now, it's to earn money in the long run. I think people think short term, but we should really be thinking in the long term. Now, if you do what I'm about to tell you well, and you learn the skills, and we're going to go into that right now, you can be earning money in the long term. So continuous money. And I think that's the whole point of it, right? Not to just get paid once, but to be continuously being paid. So we know right now there's a lot going on in the world, especially after the pandemic changed, and it was a catalyst for great change in the world. Not only health-wise, I think we're more, conscious of that, but financially, it's just not going to ever go back to what it was. Okay. And it also changed business drastically. We have learned that we don't need to be tied to a geographic spot. We don't need to be tied to a piece of land in order to produce an income. Okay, we have learned that the economy, and if we didn't get that back then, we know now that we are super interconnected. So what happens in one part of the world, what's happening in Singapore is going to affect the United States. What happens in the United States, it's going to affect whatever's going on in India, Singapore, Japan, anywhere. That is how interconnected we are. So there's a health threat, a pandemic, financial challenges, wars, inflation's here. In the United States affects a lot of people. But all around the world, we're going to be affected. So people are looking for ways to have some sort of security, some sort of cushion. If things were to blow up somehow, what do I have to fall back on? Do I just have the one job? Because you can have a great job and it pays you a lot of money, but then if it's gone, because God knows what's going on in the world, where's your financial cushion? So you want to have a backup plan. And for some people, this backup plan becomes plan A. But whatever it is, if you're looking for a way to generate extra income for the long run. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with what I'm going to talk to you about later. This is just something I really, really want to leave with you, because I get trained by a lot of experts, not just in network marketing, but in business in general. And they've all said the same thing. And I totally agree. Okay. It has made my living sustainable despite inflation. So if you're looking to create some sort of extra income, especially through business, you want to look for three things. Globalization. First of all, don't be tied to one geographic region. You know why? Because if something happens during lockdown, some sort of, catastrophe hits. I live in Florida. Hurricanes hit Florida all the time. If I had just a brick and mortar, guess what's going to happen? It's going to impact my business. I'm going to have it closed. I'm going to have to worry about all that time that it's closed, that I'm worrying about protecting my house and just the after effects of whatever may happen. I'm not producing an income. But if my business is not just tied in one place, it has branches all over the world, guess what? The income is still flowing in. So the worry is lessened. Okay, so make sure it's something that's global, that you do not need to be tied to one place. 2, rentability. If you're going to go into a business that you're going to invest, make sure it's something that's at least accessible. Okay, the last thing you want to do if you're venturing out for the first time is invest your entire life savings. Okay, people do that in the United States to open a restaurant. I know people who have invested their entire life savings, and they're like in their 60s and like, I'm going to open this restaurant. And guess what happens? You don't know that's going to be successful, especially in the first 5 years. And most of those businesses just go belly up. Okay, for so many reasons. I'm like obsessed with Gordon Ramsay. So sometimes I watch that show called Kitchen Nightmares, where he visits like restaurants that are about to like plummet or they're just not doing well. And he gives a lot of business advice when it comes to that. So it's very interesting. Like, you can be a great chef, but that doesn't mean you're a great business owner, So it's things like that. There's so much that goes into it. So make sure whatever it is, it's something that's feasible, that's accessible. The golden rule. If you're going to invest, make sure you're investing money that doesn't hurt your pocket. Okay. So, and the last thing you want to know or want to have is community. So most of us who are professionals, we have our diploma. I'm staring at my diploma right now. We went to a 4-year university. Maybe you got your master's, went to school for 6-8 years. Okay, so you invested money for those years, at least for the first 4. In the United States, you have to do 4 years to do a bachelor's, and then you can get a master's or some sort of specialization, right? So you invested that money, but you're not producing an income. I was in school. I was, getting my courses done, whatever. Yeah, I had a little job, but that paid for my food, right? Because I was a broke college student. And then after I graduated with my diploma, then I could go and apply for jobs. I got recruited for TFA. but that's when I started getting paid. Here, you are learning and earning as you go. You want a community that supports you, that is teaching you the skills, teaching you, what to do, what not to do in the business so that you can be successful. And if you're, I interact with a lot of people who are self-employed nowadays, because that's very popular nowadays, right? And they will be on Instagram trying to have an income or create an income from social media, TikTok, whatever, what have you. What happens is they're like, where do I start? Who do I follow? Who is right? Who can teach me? And guess what? They have to pay for all these courses. Okay. They have to pay for all these courses and then hope that whoever's teaching them is teaching them well. And it's trial and error, trial and error. You need to find a community that will teach you at least partially for free. All right. There are communities. This is one of them. It's a free community. We have trainings every Tuesday. More on that in a bit. But you need to find something that's global, something that is feasible, so rentability, and community. A community that will teach you, that will guide you, that will help you grow. All right. So that, to me, the golden business for me that works in these three aspects is network marketing. Because it is, and this is where I feel like people get confused with network marketing. It is a global business, depending on the company you're with. Ours, which I want to talk about right now, it is a global business. It is very feasible to join. It is rentable, and we have various communities, not just one. This is one of many. This is my favorite, but it is one of many that teaches you. I know all of us here belong to various groups, and we're learning from all of them, and we have support. Network marketing hits all three of these, and it is great for the average person who has no business background. You can have it. It'll help, of course. You'll have a jump start. But even if you don't have it, even if you're, an ordinary Joe in the United States, you can learn and be successful, So 2 key benefits that I really want to show you. Okay, well, actually 3. At least in our company, for less than $300, you can have, that's one benefit, less than $300. 2, a turnkey system. How many of you have ever run a business? Do you know how much it takes to have a software that takes inventory, that has all your customer database, okay, that runs all your reports on sales, on shipping, on earnings, on so many things, that is an active tracker of how your business is doing, okay? It has global shipping. I mean, we don't have to have product in our home. We have, with the cost, our $300 investment, we have a whole warehouse all around the world, actually, that if we connect one person to that warehouse, they'll do the shipping for us. They'll do the returns for us. They'll do the charging for us. I don't need to have a Square or a PayPal account. I don't need any of that. It already exists for me. I don't have to do the infrastructure. There's no overhead. I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Do you know how much of a giant leap that is if you're a business owner? Okay. You don't have to worry about employees. You don't have to worry about customer service when it comes to technical things. It's all done for you. It's ridiculous. I think that's why I feel sometimes people don't take network marketing seriously, because they don't understand everything that is included in the package. Okay. And 2, you have a cell phone application with CRM. So it helps you manage your customer relations. It tells you, hey, so-and-so bought 15 days ago. Have you done a follow-up? Oh, no one's going to do that for you for free. And it's included already here. And if you don't know what a turnkey system is or CRM, please look them up. Please look online to see what it takes to have this and how much they cost, because these are included here for free. Oh, and by the way, the application is also set for, depending on what country you want to, your prospect is in, you can send them information according to that country. It's amazing. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our company. We are the immune system company. It's called For Life Research. It has an over 25-year history. It is debt-free. We do not owe money, which is very stable, especially nowadays. It's been the same owners from the very beginning. We have not changed hands. It is a private family-owned company. So, we don't respond to shareholders or any of that. The owners, I have the privilege of having met them. I know people here have met them as well. They're incredibly friendly, kind people. And let me tell you something, my family background, we're from the poverty area of the United States. We were poor. We were very poor people. I had zero chance of going to university. I don't know. I'll tell you that story another day. But my mom, when she learned about this business and she started it, she had $0 in her bank account. She could barely feed us, and she was able to create a business with For Life Research. She's been here for at least 19 years. That's how sustainable this particular network marketing company is. Okay, that is how I went to college in the United States, because my mom came into this business. So of course I knew this company was solid. That's just how solid it is. And I'm telling you from personal experience. Now, we do manufacture our own product. We have our own manufacturing facilities. We have been able to tour them. In April of 2024, we have our company convention, and I'm pretty sure they're going to offer tours because they always do. You get to go see the equipment. You get to go see the facilities. It's not fake, it's real. And the best thing is we have excellent product that does not have residuals from other companies' products because we're using the same machines. No, we have certain machines specialized for certain products. I don't pay for the machinery. That already comes included. Okay, this all comes included with this. There are over 1,000 employees around the world that support us. I don't pay them. We are multinational companies in over 70 countries. 70 countries I can do business in. Not just here in little Sunrise, Florida. I can have business in Singapore. I can have business in Africa. I can have a business in Mexico, Colombia, which is where we work a lot, in the United States. That's amazing. There are over 60 worldwide patents on product technology. Our products, we have some of the most incredible scientists. And you know what the best part is that they are accessible. If we email them, they'll respond back. And they have constant trainings for us, not only online, but also in person. And they will answer questions, and they're there to greet you and answer your personal questions. And I think that's amazing because it's not a company that hides behind screens or closed doors. They're quite accessible. And I think that's beautiful. Now, the company itself, For Life Research, I'm going to go back real quick. We focus on the immune system. So just really quickly, I'm just going to tell you what we do is we help educate the immune system. We have the patent for extraction of a smart molecule, called transfer factor. And what happens is when it enters your body, if your immune system is reacting too much, or if it's below standard and not activated, it helps activate and control and educate your immune system so that it works properly. Now, I'm not going to tell you much about that myself. I'm going to invite someone to give a good testimony about what the product has done for them. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen very quickly. Oh, no, stop share. There you go. And I'm going to invite a very special person here to give us her testimony. She is a sweetheart. I love her very much. And she is about to wow you with her testimony. So Karen, come on up. How's it going?
Hello, Cindy. Thank you so much. You are truly an inspiration. And, I've heard this presentation multiple times. And every time I hear this information with so much passion, it makes me want to rejoin the company because it is truly an amazing, amazing opportunity. I just want to mention real quick that when I first saw this opportunity, I fell in love with the being able to do business worldwide. That globalization, that's what I was like, where do I sign? Because for the little bit of investment that we have to be able to do business worldwide, it's totally, totally worth it. And to have that long-term income to come in continuous, like having a rechargeable bank account, you can't really put a price on that. But I am here tonight not to talk about that. That's why I joined. I joined because I needed, that extra money. I said, what do I need to do? And, one of the things that we do is invest in our health through, those products that Cindy was talking about. And I didn't really think I needed anything in my house because I was like, let me just get whatever I need. And I didn't know that in my family, we were going to have such an impact with these molecules. These transfer factors are truly amazing. And we don't know how powerful they are until we have these testimonies. I was in and out of the hospital with my daughters, my two oldest daughters. They were little, preschool, kindergarten. And I already knew the schedules for the nurses at the ER because it was constant viruses, constant upper respiratory infections with albuterol, Pulmicort singular. If any of you have kids, they've probably gone through those treatments. And, it's not fun, having and knowing that putting so much chemicals in their body, it always has side effects. I started giving them the transfer factor. I didn't see any progress. I was like, Mom, these products might be good, but they're not really doing anything. The girls keep coughing. And my mom was like, just continue doing it. My mom had already had her own testimonial, so we continued giving them the transfer factor regular and the Rio Vida, which is an antioxidant plus the transfer factor. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing product. I highly recommend it for everybody to take. You don't have to, it's not like an anti-aging product, but I gave it to my kids when they were young, so anybody could take it. And little did I know, it took about 3 weeks, and all of a sudden they stopped coughing. Especially my oldest one. She was with the pulmonologist. He had already considered her asthmatic, and she stopped coughing. And I took her back to her scheduled, follow-up appointment. And the doctor was like, I don't know what you did to her. She is perfectly fine. You don't need to bring her back. And, we always get like super excited. Oh, I'm going to tell him about this. And when I started telling him, look, it's natural and this and that, it's in the PDR, you can look it up. He's like, oh, I don't believe in the natural stuff. I was like, okay, peace out. I let him be. My daughters are fine. They don't need to be inhaling none of those chemicals anymore. So that's one of the many testimonials I have. I'm very passionate about it because it's my own daughters. I saw, and everybody in my family saw how our life changed just because of giving them those miracle molecules. So that's one of them.
Nice. Thank you so much, Karen. I think we all have so many testimonies, but I think what really, really reaches us dearly is when we see it work on the kids. I don't have children of my own, but I have nieces and nephews, and they take the product as well. And those kids are strong. So thank you so much for that, Karen. We love you. We appreciate your testimony. And let me tell you, we have so many different lines of products. So we have, over 80 products at this point. And our main product is definitely transfer factor, which helps educate your immune system. Now, I think post-pandemic world, we understand the importance of keeping a healthy immune system. My former stepfather, is an immunologist, and he had heard of transfer factor much before they had heard of the company. And I know at least in Mexico, it is something very looked into in the medical field. So it is great that it is so accessible to us. Now, we don't just have transfer factor in its pure form. We also have skincare line. Y'all, I'm like the poster girl for like half of these lines. I don't use makeup, and I think I look pretty good, okay? I love our skincare line. It is, Korean-based formula. Look into it. It's fantastic. I'm taking my collagen. I actually joined a Transform challenge. I'm getting stronger. I used to take up more of the screen and I am now I lost quite a bit of weight. I gained muscle with our special protein. There's just so much. There's so many great products. Please ask the person who invited you to, if you're going to do something, try the products. Oh my goodness. You will see the difference. And, we have so many different studies that are published already in medical journals, and we have access to them through our website. So if you need more of that information, definitely ask. Okay. Now, I can spend, all night sharing that, but I'm going to go back to our presentation. Now, there we go. Nice. So now that we know that For Life is a very solid network marketing company, and we know the products that we share, what are the ways in which you can participate? Well, first and foremost, you can always be a customer. Being a customer gives you so many privileges. You can join the loyalty program, which I am part of loyalty program wherever I shop. If I'm going to pay $1, I'm going to make sure that dollar gives me everything that place has to offer. I wouldn't understand why people don't do that. Okay. So with the loyalty program, you get a free product of the month. If you purchase a certain amount of product, you get redeemable credits so you can cash back for full-size products, okay? This month, I redeemed 4 proteins, y'all. I am smart consumer, be a smart shopper. So that being said, for those of you who understood that, it's a big deal. But you can always be a customer and get the wholesale discount, all right? Now, number 2, which is a very exciting opportunity for so many people. If any of you are, social media savvy, you're, a micro influencer or a big influencer on social media, you have over 5,000 followers, you can become a brand ambassador. Now, that is a special program that is, like a sister program to our network marketing company. It exists a bit outside of that. So with this program, if you have over 5,000 followers on any social media account, you get to join this free program and you'll be given an e-commerce platform, and every sale you make a commission of 25%. That is a huge deal, okay? Affiliate programs that I have seen elsewhere and that I have studied pay you 3%, maybe 6%. Amazon pays you 3 months after your first sale, and maybe for a 3% commission. That's not a lot of money. That's not anything. 25% the next day. Okay, so it's a big deal, this brand ambassador program. Very competitive. Nike will pay you 10%. Check out any affiliate program. This one kicks their butt. And number 3, we also have, if you're into sales, you're into e-commerce, we also have a way for you to use this as just a sales platform. If you want to sell the product you have, on social media or just with people, you're great at that. That's your calling. By all means, we can also do that. Now, the 4th option, which is the one I like the most, and the one that will give you recurring income for the long run, is the 4th one. You can become a distributor like I am. Now, that entails, yes, sales. I do sales, okay, because I have an e-commerce platform. I get a 25% commission. Heck yeah, I'm going to use that. But also, it allows you to create teams. That is the big difference. That is the strong point of network marketing, okay? We create teams of people who also share the opportunity and share the product with other people, okay? Now, by doing that, by connecting these people, by signing them up, we also get percentages of those commissions, okay? So the way the plan is structured is that I get paid for whatever they do, and I get paid for whatever I do. Okay, that just means that you are leveraging your income. Yeah, and let me tell you something, a very popular misconception about network marketing is that you can never out-earn the person that enrolled you, and that is a flat out lie, okay? The person, if you sign up, let's say you signed up under me today, you can out-earn me at any point. You work harder, you work smarter, you can out-earn me because I'm not taking away your money. So I think that's a weird misconception people have about network marketing. But anyway, so this 4th key point right here, this 4th method of participating in the company is mainly by creating teams. And by creating those teams, you're teaching them skills. And what I love about network marketing, and I will preach this all day, is that we teach you skills, okay? Skills in order to be able to be successful in your business. You can't just come in here and be like wandering. I mean, you can come in here and just do a bunch of stuff and see if anything sticks. But really, if you have a system, if they teach you a system to do things, they will teach you the skills. These are also transferable skills that you don't only use here in network marketing, you use them in business in general. Okay, you will learn leadership, which is the number 1 paid skill in the world, leadership. Okay, we'll teach you sales. We'll teach you how to create, have healthy relationships with people. We will help you, how to lead a team. There's so much that goes into it, okay? And this 4th option is definitely the most well-rounded option because it also works not only with creating an income, but also self-development heavily. And, I am a much different person from the day I joined, and I appreciate that from network marketing. That has really developed, my mother, who came from a very poor background. Her father was an alcoholic, and they were very poor people, to becoming the businesswoman she is. And me, I am an anthropologist and a teacher, and I became a business person, and I am able to manage finances way better than I did in my 20s, So I really appreciate everything I've learned. And the way you create income with that last option is the following. So we are connectors. We connect people to the company, either to consume a product or to develop a business. Okay, that's what we do. If you're earning an extra income, even if it's a little bit, you're developing a business. So I am connecting, for the sake of this example, 6 people. I am earning a certain amount of money for that, a commission. So if I connect 6 people and they do their monthly purchase, I get $24. That's okay. $24 is $24. Now, here's the powerful part of this income, okay? It is exponential growth. Because if I teach these people to connect to their 6 people, right? I'll have 36. I don't know those people, but the ones I signed up do. Now I can earn $1,080 plus $24. And we repeat the same pattern. Here, we don't do anything crazy. We just teach people the same skills, teach them to do the same things, and we keep connecting people to the platform, either to consume product or to develop a business. That is what we do. That is like the secret, like what does network marketing do? That is what we do. We connect people to a platform. Okay, and for that, we earn money. And then, like, if people keep connecting to the platform on a monthly basis, then I will keep earning on a monthly basis. So if these 36 people connect each their own 6 people, I have a total of 3,672 plus 1,080 plus 24 because it's cumulative. You will see how this is exponential growth. Okay. And finally, that's just as a last example, if these people, 216 people do the same, I can earn 19,440 plus 3,672 plus 1,080 plus 24. Now, this is what I tell people as well, because I want to be very clear and very transparent about this. If you want to earn the $1,000 or $24, okay, then it'll require a certain level of work. Now, of course, you have to put in work and learn a couple of things, but it won't be as much. If you want to get the $5,000, the $20,000, the $30,000, guess what? That requires more work, more dedication, more focus, and learning of more skills, a lot more self-development, and a lot of development in business. And you can do it. I think people just put this like limit in their mindset. For some reason, we were taught that only certain things are allowed, that we can only earn a certain amount of income, or if it's a lot of income, you're just going to waste your life away working. No. Okay, you can definitely, it really depends on you and if you're going to be coachable. That's what it is. And I just want to be really clear on that part so that people, because sometimes they'll look at this and be like, it's too good to be true. No, if you work very hard, you implement the skills we teach, you can also do it. And we're all in different like phases of developing our businesses, but it's all very possible. Okay. And this is just certain numbers. Yes, you can earn way more than this. Okay. That's not an issue. It just depends on what your goal is. Now, we do work by people's goals. So this is we work by your independent goal. So that doesn't mean that whatever I want to do with this business is something you have to do with the business. Okay. So we respect that. Now, I'm going to stop sharing. I have told you about For Life Research, our company, the products, the ways to earn money. There are a lot more ways to earn money. I just focused on the one that will continuously, we used to call it residual income, but it's just, every single month, if these people keep connecting, you have people on your platform, you'll keep earning income. And the good thing is that if you do it right once, those people remain, then you can keep earning money. All right. Now, I'm pretty sure you have questions because I had a lot of questions when I first heard this presentation, but I just knew, if this is going to lead me to where I want to be, then by all means, I'm going to do this. I'm going to give it a try. Actually, I initially thought, okay, I'll do this for 2 years, and I'll have enough money to go get my master's because I didn't want to take out a loan because student loans in the United States are just not the way to go. Right. So I was like 2 years. But then I fell in love with it. I absolutely loved it. I got to form my own agenda. I started traveling. I didn't have to be in one place. And this is way before remote work was cool or even real. Okay. Those were very few opportunities. So I found myself just, driving across Texas because I'm originally from Texas and just, being so free that it became addicting. And I said, you know what? I don't want to be tied to one, geographical spot. I just want to live my life. I just want that. To me was freedom. If I don't have to earn the hundreds of thousands of dollars, I just want to be able to earn a stable income and do what I want to do. And that is what I fell in love with, honestly. And just the self-development part of it and the fact that I was making an income that allowed me to do so has been fantastic. And I met a wonderful man also in this company. And lo and behold, I got married to him. Who knew, right? Network marketing romances over here. But it's been quite a ride, and I've absolutely loved it. Even if anything you take from tonight is that this is a very real opportunity. Yes, it requires work. Yes, it requires learning new skills, but it's possible. It's very possible. It's nothing out of this world. If some ordinary people from South Florida, from Texas could do it, so can you. All right.